On November 8th, 15,000 men were brought into Africa to complement the existing Axis troops. This location is now heavily guarded. The Abençonone airport will now become one of the auxiliary points for the advancing Italian-German units. Adjutant Hans Schumann, who's transporting Rommel's German attack plans to Berlin, is supposed to carry out an inspection of this facility. We assume Schumann, along with several Italian officers and personnel, will be in one of the airport buildings. The biggest problem will be getting into the main building, where resistance from units armed with heavy weapons is expected. As a diversion, you could ignite these fuel tanks. The subsequent commotion will contribute to the success of the mission. According to the intelligence service, this should be a quick and problem-free operation. It's necessary to explore the entire airport and suppress all of the enemy resistance. Also keep in mind, Italian reinforcements and probably several Luftwaffe pilots may be present in the area. You should consider the complete destruction of all the Italian planes, as well as any other aviation equipment, as a high priority. This will significantly help our boys out on the front. The mission objectives are: find and capture Hans Schumann, kill all enemy units at the airport, and destroy all enemy aircraft and ancillary equipment. Good luck.
Hello and welcome back to Hidden and Dangerous 2 with DJones735. Now we have come to the desert to fight the Italians and the Germans, and now we are raiding an Italian airfield. So, as always, we got our four main men: Robert Tchaikovsky, Daniel O'Sullivan, Herbert Bennett, and George Wingate. Of course, I'm gonna show off the loadout first before shit hits the fan, so you can see what kind of weapons I use. So, first of all, in the uniforms, as number 1, Robert gets a beret, and now Sullivan and all the rest get helmets, because helmets are useful. You saw how many times they saved my head in the last campaign. And, of course, a compass. Very useful piece of equipment here. Tells us really where the enemy is. It's a bit of a cheat, but hey, if the game puts it in there, why not use it? So, Robert Tchaikovsky, this is going to be his loadout. I'm going to take the M1 Durand. Now, the rifle does have a bit of a downside. The magazine is not that big, and it's kind of heavy. So, lugging it around isn't always that much fun, and ammo can be a bit of an issue. But it does pack a big punch. Usually if you hit anyone in the torso, or sometimes even in the legs, it's a one-shot kill. So, really powerful, semi-automatic. Also going to take a Colt 1911, a few grenades, and something relatively useful, binoculars. Now, Sullivan, of course, he's our sniper. We're going to give him a... Unfortunately, we can't take the Kar 98 again, even though we did steal it, and it should be in the loadout. We're going to give him a Springfield. Nice weapon. Some ammo for that. And, of course, a good old M1 Carabine. And a handgun. Now, Doc, of course, he's going to get the med pack. I'm going to give him a Thompson, because I like the Thompson better than the Sten. It just seems to do a bit more damage. It is heavier, but I think it does the job better. And, of course, a handgun. So that's the Thompson. Also a handgun and some grenades. Really useful. Now, Wingate as our heavy man. He will get a... we could take the Bren, and technologically speaking, this is a better weapon. But I like the BAR more. Mostly because you don't need to lay down to fire it in this game. So, it is, well, it's not that much lighter. It's about 0.01 kilograms. More than that, but still. It's a bit lighter, and I just like it more. It's easier to use. Of course, handguns, some ammo, and some grenades. Definitely useful. And that is our loadout. Now, let's go kick some German and Italian ass. Operation Nomad, Spaghetti Airport. Of course, it's an Italian mission. They have to put some kind of reference to Italy.
Amico, non ti immagini neanche come mi sono arrabbiato quando l'ho saputo. Mi sono detto, ma è impossibile! Ma li conosci, stanno solo facendo il loro lavoro.
Che giornata, mi sento fortunato. Facciamo un altro giro.
Non se ne parla. Non ho molto tempo e aspettiamo visite.
Che notizia, di chi si tratta?
Non ne so molto, ma è meglio essere preparati. Specialmente quando guardo il nostro capo. Dagli un'occhiata, sta tremando per colpa di questa visita.
Of course, the Italians do not take their job
cielo,
seriously.
perché
They're
proprio me? Mamma
sitting
mia, sono
down,
più le
having
ispezioni che i
smokes,
combattimenti.
playing cards.
Tranquillo.
There should be a...
Schumann
if
non resterà qui un
Schumann
minuto più del
was an
necessario.
actual German officer, he
Ecco
would
che
tear into these guys like
L'anima
nothing.
di mia madre fa che tutto funzioni alla perfezione.
He's worried about everything looking perfectly. Then get the guys up the front of the airport to stop playing cards and get at attention.
Qui sembra una discarica. Se Schumann se ne accorgerà, sarà l'ultimo posto che vedrà.
No shit, you should have done something about it, man. Oh, it's not like
Capitano
you can help it
Bariselli, comandante dell'aeroporto di Absin One, signore.
Oberst Schumann, Routineinspektion.
much. And here come our guys. And here we are. Now, we shall take a look for ourselves since we do have the binoculars. And we do have this sweet ass Jeep. Now, there is two ways to go about this. We can either do it the semi sneaky way, but there is really no real sneaky way to do this. Also, we can do it the stupid and fun way, which also works. And as you can see, there's a heavy machine gun up there. Something that looks like a truck with a gun on back there. Of course, airplanes, soldiers, some mechanics over there. And I think that's one of the officers checking out stuff. Some trenches. Alright, let's do this. So, we could sneak around through the trees to get the fuel tanks and then from there on start the firefight. But, what fun would that be?
Follow me!
Understood! Roger! Understood!
Fire at will!
Roger! Understood! Roger!
Let's do this a bit more fun. And here we go.
I see them!
I see them!
Enemy spotted!
Oh, that worked out a bit
Hit him! Enemy sighted!
better. Watch out. I took care of them.
Being attacked.
Sullivan, get out of the fucking way! Sullivan, you dickhead!
Enemy killed.
Jesus!
Gone.
Sullivan, from day one, you're an asshole!
Dead.
Sullivan. You guys are fucking moron.
Enemy contact.
Oh. Well, would you look at that? The officer. No, I don't want...
Enemy.
Wow. He's running away. Or, well, failed at running away. Jesus. Italians. I mean, well, what do I gotta say more?
Enemy sighted.
Alright, everybody pile in. Sullivan. She's fucking moron. Alright, watch out.
Enemy killed.
Sullivan, get your ass in here before the tank comes. Oh, yeah, there's a tank coming. Should have probably said that before. Hello?
You. Where can we find Schumann?
Please don't shoot. He already took off, but I don't know anything about
Bullshit,
his
in the
flight.
cutscene you can
His
still see his
flight plan
plane.
must be documented somewhere.
And you couldn't tell me where? Also, I'll take this key. That will be important in a second here. Because that opens here. And that also gives us...
Enemy contact. Enemy contact. He's dead. Visual contact.
Work at the bar. Anyone up here? Nope.
Enemy. Enemy.
Wow. Oblivious Italian is oblivious.
He's gone. He's dead. Enemy contact. I see them.
Oh, yeah. Okay, I guess it doesn't make much of a difference. No. I heard a tank here somewhere. Oop, that's where it is.
Enemy sighted. I hit
Bingo. Alright.
it. Enemy.
I wasn't expecting that to work. Fuck you. Okay.
He's gone.
With the PAR, I don't know.
Enemy contact. Enemy killed.
Come on, just surrender already. Like I said, break down some Germans. It's one of their requirements. Moving on. I've wasted a lot of ammo. But we did capture an officer.
Enemy contact. Enemy killed.
I gave him a chance. You can't say that I didn't give him a chance. I did. I almost shot you again. Alright.
Visual contact.
You know what? I've had it with these motherfucking Italians on this motherfucking airfield. Time to do some major damage. And that is how you do an optional objective in style. One of them, anyway. Moving on. I should probably heal up and regroup. Would be a good idea at this point. Especially that we're surviving a fucking tank. Alright, where is everybody? Tchaikovsky's curtain. Oh. What'd you know? Documents are right here. We survived the grenade. Not a lot of things did, though. Also, there is, few nice weapons around here. I'm still alive. The radios are working, I'm surprised. Other than that, this place is wrecked. Table's screwed up a bit. Well, more than a bit. Alright, first of all, Sullivan. Not his inventory. I want to heal. Alright, Sullivan's good to go. And now, time to fix up Wingate. There we go. Alright, and Tchaikovsky here. You're gonna do something that really nobody should. You're gonna impersonate an Italian officer. Because why not? Alright, now that we got that going for us, might as well. I mean, I wouldn't be American if I didn't fight for souvenirs. I'm gonna drop that. Oh, still too heavy. I should open up some space. Alright. Now, you do look sexy as hell. That Italian uniform. Now, moving on. There should be 2 mechanics here. And unless they want to surrender... Oh, wait. Never mind. We took them out. In the initial drive-by. Yeah, that ain't gonna go well for them. Either way, just to make sure. Fire in the hole. Have fun with that.
Enemy contact! Enemy
How did that
killed!
not kill you? Dickhead. Alright. Well, that's taken care of. Either way. Ooh, a Stuka. And some Italian planes. I think they look a lot like the MC-200s. Oh well. German pilots. Also, they usually tend to surrender. I don't know why many of them didn't this time. A lot of the Italian soldiers always surrendered. Like this guy, he didn't even have to shoot at him. He just gave up. Also, these are not scripted, by the way. These just, you know, didn't want to fight anymore. Let's see, not many interesting things on this massive bloodbath. Tank. We could borrow this truck here and go for a bit of a joyride. You'll see what I mean by that in a second. Also, I think we may help on fire. Now, we could. There's explosives in the bunker where we stole the bazooka from. But I find this a bit more enjoyable. You can use the flat gun to actually take out Also, this truck does look sexy, even with the graphics. Oh, hello. Here to surrender. I guess not. Have a nice day. What? You went under the truck? Oh, come on. That is not fair. Goodbye. And the truck still keeps on going. Swinging the gun around. And that is all the aircraft destroyed. So, now that that's done, I don't really want to break the truck. It's a nice truck. It served my purpose well. So, we're gonna put it. There we go. Nice part. Close enough. And the bike fixed itself. Cause why not? So, that is all those objectives dealt with. Almost. There's always one guy around here that likes to hide behind trees. But that's not all. If you look around the corner, there's
Enemy
another
contact!
Surrender. One shot, one kill. I tried to be nice. I give them a chance. They just don't listen. Such a shame. You could have made a nice break. See, you should have listened to your buddy over there. He had common sense. He gave me this uniform. We traded uniforms. I mean, look at how good buddies we are. You could have been like him. Alive. Ah well. Some people just don't get it. Moving on, we can also rob this place. Any useful items. Like, say, Panzerfaust, grenades, and definitely ammunition. Unfortunately, there isn't all that much ammunition. Granted, you don't look like you've done much, but you can use some ammo. So let's raid the storage area. There's also some dynamite you can take with you if you have room, or if you have a backpack. Could be useful, but nah. That takes care of most of the problems. Now we just gotta find out one last
Enemy
guy.
sighted!
Hello, sir. Would you care to surrender? How do you do? Would you like to surrender? Dude, it's so easy. Just drop the gun. Hi. How do you do, sir? Would you care to surrender? Would you like to know more about our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ?
Hit him!
I guess not. You know, Jehovah's Witnesses got a new tactic on how to get people. Either you listen to them, or they shoot you with a Tommy gun. The choice is yours. Now, we do have a choice. Either we can take the truck or the Jeep. Now, again, the next mission will have two ways of doing it. With the Jeep, it's easy to just run the whole way there. Just drive through the map.
Follow! Consider it
And
yours.
it's one way of doing it. But with the truck, you can't exactly do that. It's too slow for that. But with the truck, it does have the 20mm gun, and you can defend yourself quite well with it. But yeah, I'd prefer the Jeep. It's a bit easier. You don't have to fight through the canyon or through the road. You can just drive straight through it. So, I will leave this episode with two options. In the comments below, write Jeep or truck. And the second option is live or die. Should we let our prisoner here live? See what happens to him later on? Or maybe he might live through this. Then again, Shermans could not find him. He can starve to death. Or do we just put him out of his misery? That is all for this mission, and I will see you in the next one.